and welcome to another episode of the Prvn channel. So today we've got the group together here in the new training facility of CrossFit East Nashville. We're just shortly about to brief the guys of today's training, or actually this morning's piece of training, and then we're going to get underway. We're going to begin with some lifting, some clean and jerks into some individual pieces for them to work on, and then we're going to finish off with some barbell cycling. Yeah, so we're going to hopefully have everyone come together 2 to 3 times a week. As we lead into a major competition, we'll certainly add more sessions if we need to, but essentially we want them to fine-tune their own skill or hone in their own ability, and then as a group we can work on pacings and having other elements as you would in a training environment. So if you've got any questions or concerns, please put them down in the comments below. We'd love to hear them and we can go through them next week.
So we're back. We're actually at CrossFit East Nashville this week. We've got the whole crew here. Tia and Shane are back, which is huge. We're gonna kind of break up into more of like a training camp style twice a week moving forward, through the open, through quarterfinals, semifinals. It gives us more of a competitive aspect, and we only want to do that a couple times a week. So today we'll have at least 3 coaches walking around through their pieces to where we can give them notes on separate events, and we can also physically watch them more than we could just spreading one coach out through all 5 of them. So it'll be good.
Now that I've actually, experienced training with Matt and myself, and then coming into like a big group, and it's a different group to what I used to have back in Australia. Back in Australia, it was like just a bunch of friends, we'd train, and I was like the only one that was actually competing. And now that we are all competing, I do find myself having to pull back a little bit and remember and remind myself, like, hey, I'm still like competing, I'm still training, because like I still want to be the best, but I just want to help, if there's like any tiny little tips that I have that I've learned over the years that maybe will help Brooke or will help ALEC, Will and STREAT, and I get caught up in being like, oh, you should do this, this and this, and worrying about what they're doing, and when I should be worrying about what I'm doing. But I have also felt like it's just been such a breath of fresh air being surrounded by people that are chasing after the similar goals, and like it's just so enjoyable. It's something that I'm enjoying so much. It's like a change is just as good as a holiday, and so I'm really embracing it, and I know it's only going to benefit my training, and I'm only going to be a better athlete and individual for it.
What's up, guys? Feeling pretty good. We had a deadlift piece on Friday that I'm still pretty, was that Friday, Saturday? That I'm still pretty wrecked from. Like, I'm definitely feeling it, but we've got clean and jerk next. I definitely prefer power cleaning over squat cleaning, but we're squat cleaning today. And then I think we're working up to about 85% today. And then we have a piece that is touch and go clean and jerks the first round, and the second round is singles. So we're kind of working on seeing if we can hold our threshold doing touch and go, and seeing if we can get more reps doing singles after that. So that should be a tough piece today. But yeah, feeling pretty good. Still kind of wrecked from last week, but it's a new week, so it should be a good one.
Well, we just went over, put in some clean pulls to finish off our clean and jerk work before we get into some barbell cycling. Big focus to it here was maintaining contact point. and driving through the floor on our clean pulls to reinforce good positions off the floor as they start to get heavier in percentages. And so we just went on a wet rep scheme of going from 5 reps for 1 set, 3 by 3, and then 2 by 2, a little bit heavier to get them feeling that heavier load towards the end of the set. The next thing we're going to go over is more of a clean and jerk barbell cycling workout. After doing the heavier loads, we're actually lowering the weight quite a bit to work on cycling technique. And kind of what we're working on right here is seeing how singles feel versus touch and go reps. So the first set through, as they're doing some barbell cycling work, we're focusing on touch and go reps. And then the next set through, so we'll go through it again, will be all singles, working on trying to maintain quick singles and seeing where they actually feel best.
It's going to give us some good info going into something like the Open, to where if something comes up, they have to make a game plan. They want to know where they're more confident. So whether it's singles or touch and go, like I said today, they want to be able to hit the same amount of reps, but one's going to be higher than the other, obviously. And that way, when they do get to a competition, they know where their strength is. They're going to be different all across the board, so we're going to test that today. So with the barbell cycling today, if you have something like a grace or a double grace where it's beneficial for you to do bigger sets, or it's beneficial for you to do singles, you need to know that as an athlete. So that's what we're testing today, because we're going to be different across the board. So one set we're doing all singles, one set we're doing touch and go, and the athletes are going to be able to figure out where they're better and what they would use in a competition setting.
What's phenomenal now is that we've got all 3 coaches here with us today. It's great because then we get to circle around and make sure that we see everyone, attend to them, and obviously watch a lot of their mechanics. We see a lot of the videos getting handed to us, you know, through files and stuff, but to be hands-on, to watch them move. And precisely with this particular workout with the clean and jerks, we watch them progressively add load, so we can start identifying at what point we see form starting to be start to break down. So it's just great for us to, at the end of each piece, get together and analyze and talk about strategies on what we can do to move forward about it. So for me, I'm just thrilled to have these guys here, and to have Nick and Dwight be involved is phenomenal.